Hey class. So previously we introduced the FOIL method. Now this time in section 5.8 we're going to have an extension of that where we square a binomial. A binomial is just a special kind of polynomial. Binomial just means it has two terms in it. Okay? So we've seen things like x squared we know equals x times x. And we know that xy squared equals xy times xy. So basically, we have these things in a box. And when we square them, we get whatever's in the box times itself. So say for instance, we have a box squared equals that box, whatever's in that box times itself again. And that's true if it's x, because x squared equals x times x. Or if that box is squared and what's in the box happens to be xy. xy squared is xy times xy. But what if inside that box it's x plus y? And we square that. Let's still just box times box, no matter what, and still x plus y times x plus y. So we end up with just x plus y times x plus y like this. Okay? And we saw this just yesterday, just last time when we introduced the FOIL method, right? And we know how to do this now, so we take x plus y times x plus y, multiply the first two terms to get x times x, plus multiply outer two terms to get x times y, then multiply the inner two terms to get y times x, and then we multiply the last two terms to get y times y. Now we put all those together, and we get x squared plus xy plus xy plus y squared. Now, as always, we got to look for like terms. Do we have any like terms here? Yes, xy and xy. So when we combine those, x squared plus 2xy now plus y squared. And that becomes our final answer. And the same is true even if we have a negative in there. Say we have one like a minus 3b quantity squared. Well, we know that that means a minus 3b, that quantity is multiplied by itself. So that equals, take our first two terms, multiply them by each other to get a times a plus multiply our outer two terms to get a times a negative 3b plus multiply our inner two terms negative 3b times a plus multiply our last two terms to get negative 3b times negative 3b. And so we end up with a squared. And we take positive times a negative, positive a times a negative 3b, and we get minus 3ab. Again, a positive and a negative, so we get negative 3ab. And then negative 3b times a negative 3b gets us a positive 9b squared. Because we have two b's, we get b squared. Now we look for like terms, as always. Do we have any like terms here? Yes. ab and ab, right? So it's a squared minus 6ab plus 9b squared. And your final answer. Now don't get this confused with what we've seen before. We have 3x squared, that equals 3 to the 2 times 1, x to the 2 times 1. So we end up with 3 squared x squared, which is 9x squared. But when we have 3 plus x, we can't simply just distribute this 2 to both of them and call it 3 squared plus x squared. It's completely incorrect. Can't do that. We have 3 plus x quantity squared. Remember the whole box thing. It's in the box. If it's squared, equals box times box. And that's true even if it's 3 plus x. So when we have that, we get 3 plus x times 3 plus x. And then we use FOIL to solve that. So just always remember that when you have a polynomial like this squared, you have to take it times itself. Now you know. So thanks for watching.